I think one of the things that I appreciate about architecture and putting the puzzle together and solving those problems of space layouts, circulation, two-dimensionally, looking in, looking out, having nature come into the house, growing out from the house into nature, all those things attract me to architecture and creating an ultimate living sculpture that enhances somebody's life.
This episode of Beyond the Gallery is made possible by Colorado Creative Industries, the Betcher Foundation, and the National Endowment for the Arts.
My name is Jodie Shike Wright. I live in Telluride, Colorado, and I create custom residential architecture. Architecture became part of my life when I was in junior high school. I had some classes in junior high, some drafting classes, and that led me to discovering architecture and architectural plans and the craft of drawing, actually the craft of hand drafting, and that led me to where I am today. In developing architecture, I don't look at it so much as a responsibility as much as an opportunity to create this piece of art that lives in the landscape, that works with its surroundings, that works with its inhabitants. It is something to me that does need to be timeless, that does need to live and develop and hopefully get better over time and not become something that's maybe dated or obsolete. It's important that the house live with the site. I feel like siting is one of the most important pieces to the puzzle. Step number one, integrate the house to the site. I ideally am creating a space for somebody to create a lifetime worth of memories in. And it becomes a backdrop for how these people live and how their memories as a family grow. It's a living art, an evolving art. I hope when people walk into our projects that they feel pleasant, that they feel pleased. It's not important to me that they actually understand why. I think the fact that they have an emotional reaction to the house is a good thing. There is a point in the process for me when I work on homes specifically, and it's when I'm here late and I've had maybe just a hair too much coffee and maybe I'm one shy step of palm sweats, and I'm working on a project and I'm super into it, and all of a sudden I don't know exactly what it is that happens or where it comes from. I feel like it comes from within me, but the project will like tumble out, and all of a sudden I'll look down and the plan works and makes sense. It's not even a eureka moment, it's hours of this thing happening, and then boom, it all makes sense and it's put together. The puzzle's done. I was just thinking about this part of the soul that arrives on the canvas, and I feel like that part of the soul arrives in architecture. I very much see that when I look back at our work. I see certain aspects and certain elements that we really celebrate. Specifically, a fireplace, a stairway, a bridge, elements in the architecture that can really sing. And it's hard to articulate exactly where those started and how that thread translated to the final end product. But I do feel like that is part of a bit of me that gets expressed in that home, that it is birthed from within me and arrives.
This episode of Beyond the Gallery is made possible by Colorado Creative Industries, the Betcher Foundation, and the National Endowment for the Arts.